Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl KB, your non-designated, non-solicited reviewer of reality shows. Okay, we are back for episode 6 of season 1 of Brat loves Judy. 2 more episodes left, y'all. 2 more. Okay, I'm tired. This takes a lot to do, like y'all don't understand. So we got 2 more episodes to do, and your girl is free. Woo, I'm gonna be so happy. It takes about 4 days to do this. And on top of that, I have a 1-year-old. On top of that, I am getting ready to add a new course to my university. So I'm doing PowerPoint slides and videos for an online course. So doing this takes a lot of time. And whew, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm loving it, but I'm ready for it to be over so we can get into, you know, the televised wedding that everybody knows is gonna happen. Anyway, let's move forward and let's get this started. Again, hey, how you doing? How you been? How was your week? We're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. 3 rules. Do not come for me because I'm here to have fun. Rule number 2, no negativity in my comments. Rule number 3, I curse a fucking lot. We know this by now. We're on episode 6, so you know I fucking curse. And to WeTV, I do not own the rights to any of the clips in any of the recaps. This one or any one that I have done so far. Please do not sue me. So Brat and Judy are excited because they finally get to move into the upstairs part of the house. So since they're doing that, they're going to take some time to clear some stuff out, throw some stuff away, you know, to make it easier for them to move stuff upstairs. So while they're doing that, they have a talk, and Judy, she talks about therapy again.
The people come and help us to move the stuff up. So we excited to move upstairs and at least start attempting to live life as we envisioned it, even though it's not all the way done.
Right.
What is all it is? Trash or no trash?
Hold on now. Hold on now. That's an old phone cord. That's trash.
You going through all of the things?
I thought that's what we was doing. What's this? Oh, this is for my weed eater. I was looking for this.
Do you actually cut the grass?
Yeah.
You hire somebody to do that.
Actually, I bought those things to do it myself, and I've done it myself several times.
When the last time you did it?
I don't know, but I did
A year ago?
I don't think it's been over a year.
It's been over a year.
I don't think so.
It has?
I don't think so.
Why do you always take stuff like that?
Well, you asked me when the last time I done it. I've done it. I do it.
That wasn't shady. I am so aggravated that we arguing about a piece of string. We haven't talked about therapy after we started talking about it.
Okay, let's talk about it. Did you find somebody that you like?
I was looking.
Yeah?
Came up with a few people.
Okay.
So as much as I bring up this therapy stuff, we always seem to get off subject. So I don't know if you're actually for it or if you're not.
I ain't been trying to, not talk about it. We just haven't talked about it.
So is that how you communicate? If I don't bring it up, you don't bring it up?
No, but since you brought it up and it was your thing and I felt like we didn't really need it.
You didn't say anything about it because, you know, it was my thing, right?
Go ahead.
No, say that's what you said.
Go ahead. I just
no,
said
not
that.
go ahead, but I just want to be.
Yeah, I just said
because I know
that.
sometimes we say stuff and we have 2 different understandings.
Yeah, I just said that like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I said that.
I said it again because I want to make sure I understand that's what you meant before I proceed with the conversation.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
But then I feel like I don't want to because now you feel like you have an attitude.
Oh, God.
This isn't the first time that I've seen her be super defensive. And I know that she does this and she has her guards up. She has her wall up behind stuff that happened in her past. But I'm not her exes. I'm not none of those people, none of those friends that have wronged her. Like, I'm here just to love her. She needs to let me in.
Okay, so I like the way Brat is kind of supportive of going to therapy with Judy, and that's cool. I like that. But I don't feel like it's wholehearted, 100% sincere. And if Judy decided tomorrow she was going to drop the subject, Brat would never mention it again. So I feel like, okay, so as long as she talk about it, I'm going to entertain it. But if she don't talk about it, I'm done. And I don't know how I feel about that. Brat's definitely on the fence. But you know what? It was the yes ma'am for me because, girl. Brat meets up with her good friend Deb Antony for drinks. And while they're sitting down, chilling out, catching up, they talk about the engagement and they talk about Brat's acting career.
Yes, the happiness.
Yes.
And all the rest of that good stuff.
All the rest of that click.
Oh.
Deb Antony, she is one of my favorite people. You know, she know the game, and I love learning from her. I don't see her that much because she be busy, I be busy, in love. And when you in love, you be like, and you forget to call somebody because you done fell asleep in between somebody's. But anyway,
Well, one of the things that I'm getting into, I want to do scripted roles,
What you mean?
writing shows, like I'm doing.
Oh, you
And I actually
are.
have something that's been picked.
Been doing some acting stuff.
Oh,
Me, I did a guest appearance on this thing called Queens for ABC. I did The Shy. So, like, I've been getting little roles and stuff. Like, I'm trying to really make it happen.
maybe that's something we can
what's up.
really talk
I'm
about.
with that.
Something
I'm with
we
that.
really talk
I want to
about.
do scripted.
Because you know, Ring been slapping me in my face left and right, right? Did y'all get married?
No, but we got engaged.
Did y'all set a date?
I never thought I was going to get married. Because I was always worried about what people might say, what people might think.
You know, man or woman, everybody wants to have that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's
Like, I don't even know what I did to deserve her.
everything, Brad, everything.
You know, since Brat's engaged now, she's making her rounds and she's catching up with friends. So next she goes to see JD.
How you?
I'm good now.
JD is like my savior, yo. Like, throughout my whole life, he's been there for me. His take on I really value. Like, that's my big brother, yo. It's like a for life thing. Like, without that, it wouldn't be no Brat. What's good with you?
Man, just in here, just in here. Let me see that ring.
Yeah.
Who gonna give you away? Who is the bride?
Who is the bride?
Yeah.
I'm wearing a dress. Is she gonna wear a dress too, or she might wear a tux?
So it's two brides.
It's
That
two
means
brides.
two people gotta give y'all away.
Yeah, you gotta give me away.
What?
Yeah.
You just thought that up just now.
No, I thought about that the other day. I was gonna talk to you about that.
Oh.
You need to give me away.
Oh.
You should give me away. You should walk down the aisle with me. I mean, to me, you the closest thing I got. This a grown-ass man since I was a child. You guided me and gave me the blueprint. Oh, you was gonna be there anyway.
Y'all gonna be back there
But now
sitting
you
in the chair
might as well
watching.
go on and give me away.
Oh.
You been having a little bit of tension. She want us to go see a counselor because she feel like we should be proactive.
What y'all arguing about?
Man, we had an argument the other day about a weed whacker. So we going through stuff in the basement. I found some yarn for the weed whacker. She was like, you hired somebody to do that. So in my mind, it made me feel like she's saying I don't weed whack. She's saying I don't do. She feels like it's hard for me to have hard conversations.
What's a hard conversation?
Something I don't want to talk about that may hurt her feelings or mine or put us in an awkward position where we ain't talking to each other.
Oh, okay.
I hate when we fuss or when anything happens. And we don't fuss often, but that makes me hesitant to have hard conversations. And I'm working on that, so. What you doing?
Going over this list to the therapist. Want to look together?
Sure.
So, this nice lady is over 14 years in practice, communication skills, healthy relationship dynamics, LGBTQ relationships.
Okay, she could possibly be one.
The next one, she strives to allow clients the ability to be themselves in a room with no judgment and has a history of working with clients of color and same-sex couples.
You like this one?
She's fine.
I like the lady before this.
Okay.
Okay, but if we don't like her, and if I don't like her once we get in there and I feel the vibe, can we leave and go to the other one? I never felt like me and my baby were at that point where we needed another opinion. I don't want people to think that I'm against therapy. Like, I had therapy before. After my anger and my temper landed me in prison. So I think whatever my baby suggests will be helpful, whether I'm reluctant to do it or not.
Okay, Brat, so what you are reluctant to understand is that therapy serves multiple uses. You can use therapy for more than one thing. It's not just for when you do something bad. It's to fix something too. It's to make something better. And in a relationship, there is more than one side. Everything on your side might be cool except for the fact that she is on the phone all the time. But everything obviously isn't cool on her side because she's suggesting therapy. Each relationship has two sides. So you're cool with whatever problem you got, not seeing a therapist and talking to a therapist about it. But obviously, whatever Judy's problem is, she feels like a therapist might need to intervene. So this is where you are not getting it. Once you realize that, I think you'll be fine.
You know how when you get around people, you can feel it's a chemistry, and you feel like, okay, this is going to be okay.
When I go into something, I don't really think about a plan B because I try to make plan A work. I'm not going into this with a plan B.
Now, for those of you who don't know anything about Judy, this is one of the things that she always taught while she was on tour for her Judy Drop of Knowledge tour. Plan A has to be strong. You gonna work the fuck out of Plan A. Like, there is no Plan B. Plan A is it for her every single time. Plan A or nothing. So, y'all are learning some Judy dropping knowledge tips for free. Thank you.
I think it's good to have a plan B, but I guess we're different and people just think different sometimes.
Why have a plan B? Then you have an excuse to get away from plan A. It's just we too different.
No, just in case anything doesn't work right with plan A. Anything. Not say
A million things can happen. You can pivot, but you're never supposed to go away from plan A.
And if you're in the crunch for time or anything happens and plan A falls through, bam, plan B sitting right there, even if you don't even use it.
Okay.
So my hopes in going into this therapy session is that we find out whatever my baby think is wrong and why she feel like we need to go in here in the first place. I don't mind listening to a counselor and getting like a third party or some outside advice of someone who isn't biased for either side. We may use some of her tools and whatever, but you know, we're gonna work it out our way anyway.
Okay, so this is what we're doing?
Yes, let's do that one.
Here's the fun part. Brat is really taking her acting career serious, so she decides to do a photo shoot of her as different characters to show a different scope, different side of her for her acting career and all the possibilities that she could possibly be as a character.
I'm doing this little photo shoot because I wanted to send my agent something that shows me being different characters than just like the Brat. Because if people look me up, they gonna see me with my braids, how I've been the Brat all my life.
Amazing. You look good, beautiful.
Hi, baby. Thank you. I can't stay here for too much
You
time.
want to lean on me into the time?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. You good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
So, question, I know this were very nice. Very nice, love it. Okay, go ahead and cross your feet over.
First of all, I ain't had to wear tight in a very, very long time. I love my sweats. I love being comfortable. I'm still a sneakerhead, and I've been eating that good bitch like oxtails and like that, and red beans and rice and Popeye's chicken. So I can't even fit none of that no more to keep it 100 with you.
Feel like you really stepped out of your box.
I stepped out of my box, okay? It's very uncomfortable, but that's the whole thing, right? Stepping out of your comfort zone and trying to do something different so that when people see me, they don't just see that I'm trying to not be typecast and be just the rapper. I just want to be convincing. I'm going hard on acting because I love acting. It's not just to pay off my debt. I mean, of course, any money I get is going to go towards anything I got to pay in my life. But I got to let people know that I'm serious about this. I need them to take me serious because I'm actually great at it. Oh, God, you sure got a big old booty. Girl, when they make booty like that, girl, they don't make them like that, did they ever? Girl, I didn't never see no booty.
That was fun, right? So Brat and Judy choose a therapist together, and right now they're on their way to go actually see the therapist for the first time.
Oh, it's far away.
Yes, girl.
So you ready for this thing?
What thing?
Where we going to?
Yeah, as ready as I'm gonna get. Ooh.
You been smoking?
Mm-hmm. You smell it? You might smell it because it's in my bag, too. Yes,
No, I'm looking at your eyes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Something on your mind?
Oh, no, nothing on mine.
Trying to relax for this session?
I'm just a smoker. I smoke because it make me feel good. I smoke because it make me relax. You know, I always know that at the end of the high, the problem is still going to be there, but I might just not think about it at the time when I'm high.
The fact that she smoked and got high before we left, I don't want to tie those two things together like, oh, in order for me to talk about our problems, I have to be high. But it's definitely in the back of my head. It's definitely in the back of my head.
Okay, so Judy, if you didn't know that is a normal thing for stoners, please don't take it personal because that's just what stoners do. You have to go to the store. Hey, let me roll up real quick before we go to the store. You got to do anything leaving the house. If hey, I got to go get some gas. Oh, I gotta go to the mailbox. Oh, I'm gonna go cut this grass. Like whatever they do, they light up before they actually do it. So please don't take it personal because whether it was y'all going to the store, probably, because I don't know, but you know her better than I do, and we all know this is what the TV show is and what the TV wants us to see. We only see what they want us to see, but from where I sit, is probably a normal occurrence, so you shouldn't really worry about it.
There are definitely things that I want to talk about, but every time I try to talk to her, she kind of shuts down. The resistance to the proposal, and then now we've avoided talking about it. And when we talk about problems, you avoid talking at all. So I'm hoping that in this therapy session, this doesn't happen. So it's almost like a test to see if I can get this communication door open.
The doctor is in. So Brat and Judy are in the middle of the session, and while they're in the session, of course, every therapist is different. Every therapist decides that they want to use certain tools to get their point across. This is the therapist's idea on how each person carries baggage.
So, can you tell me what brings you in here today?
Well, she suggested that we do counseling to be more proactive. So I guess she would lead this because she knows more why we're here than me.
Well, I want to say that I love it because proactive is definitely better than reactive. And so one of the things that I like to discuss is the past a little bit, because each one of us come to the relationship and we bring our own baggage. So this is kind of what we carry around in ourselves, which could be some depression and anxiety. Could be carrying around some past relationships.
I mean, it was cute. She was a very nice lady, no disrespect, but a backpack.
So, how well do you think you know her? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Maybe a 6.
Damn. A 6?
Maybe a 6. Maybe a 6.
Wow. Man, I thought I was doing pretty good until we got in here with this lady. She talking about a 6. I'm like, a 6? Damn, I'm far away from you knowing me. That's a long ways. How come you don't know me, girl?
How do you feel about that 6?
That 6 don't feel too good.
Okay.
That 6 don't feel too good. We gotta work on that.
We do. So,
Then the therapy session gets deeper.
and so how do you work out things that aren't comfortable to talk about?
That is a very good question. How do we work out things that are not comfortable to talk about?
Sometimes we take a break and we get upset and then we take a little space from each other.
Or the conversation never happens.
I have been in the entertainment industry for years, and the trust factor is horrible. So you build this wall, and you get a guard up, and you become defensive about everything.
It's just understanding that the past also is still in Brat's backpack.
I'm KB, your non-designated, non-solicited, non-professional, non-PhD assigned, non-for real specialist on all things psychiatrist. So, you didn't ask me, non-solicited, yeah. You didn't ask me, but I'm going to tell you, these therapy sessions that you're going to, they're not going to really do anything until you decide that you actually need to be there for some reason. Because until you decide you're going to be there, or you need to be there for some reason, you just go sit there and you're going to think about daydreaming stuff and butterflies and Popeye's chicken and Judy's big thighs. I'm just saying, you need to figure out why you're there. Not why Judy has you there, why you really need to be there. But you didn't ask me. Have a great day. With the first therapy session complete, Brat and Judy sit down and they talk about their potential wedding date. And they choose one.
Speaking of wedding, so you never said nothing about the date. About what I said about the date.
Tell me about this date again.
2/22/22?
Because it's only 1/2/22/22 forever.
It's just less than a year away.
What I'm saying is, before we try to plan a huge wedding, I want us to be financially free and done with my stupid legal stuff, the warehouse stuff. Like, how much do you think our wedding would be? Realistically.
Not
Fly
that much.
people out. Not that much. Girl. I know you're going to be extra. We probably going to jump from an airplane or something. Or get married in the Grand Canyon. Like, you probably going to freeze the ocean and we'll walk across the water. You know how you do.
So what's the date?
2/20/22.
Well, how so if we haven't started planning?
Well, we have to start planning, but we have to
Have you talked about it?
No, but we have to have conversations.
Okay, so have you talked about it?
No. I just want to make sure everything else is taken care of. So let's just go with that date.
Well, it's not really that simple.
What do you mean?
Once you pay for a venue and go to paying for everything, it's not just go with the day.
You gotta pay for it like tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, it's in high demand.
I just want to make sure everything is in the clear, including my legal. Let's just make some good decisions and not go overboard. Do you understand?
No.
What you mean?
I don't.
Why?
Because.
Oh, Lord. Because what?
Because I love you past all of the that you're saying and just getting in the way. None of that matters to me.
So let me marinate on what you said, and you marinate on what I said, and we'll talk again about it, and we have to deal with it. And
I don't think we should talk about it more.
Why? We gotta
I
communicate.
feel like you said what you said. We've had conversations before, and all you said was, I'd marry you any day. Not even a week after, you said I was going to marry you eventually. And I said, well, when we talked about it, we talked about any day. I said, there's a big difference between any day and eventually. Tell me what you mean by that. So that's what I'm carrying. That's what I'm carrying. I specifically did not talk about dates with you because I'm the one that keeps bringing it up.
Had you not proposed and had we not did all these things, I still feel like we were gonna get married eventually. I have all this legal on me, and I don't want to get married and legally then you're tied in and they can take everything you have besides everything I have. So I call myself trying to protect you. Like, I know you want to go through it with me, and I know you want to the cameras right now. What you need to understand, and if I miss a payment or something, they can come just take it and take the cards and take everything from you. You think I want that? That would make me suicidal. And I don't know why you don't understand that. It has nothing to do with me not wanting to marry you.
I get that there's a lot of debt that's owed.
They
but
would try.
The value of my companies is worth more than your debt. So even if they had to come and take something, it would not wipe everything away. So I just think it's unfair that you don't let me even get in and have a say-so on what that could look like for us, or let me choose instead of it just being, I'ma handle it myself.
You just don't get it.
You don't get it either.
This is too much.
Okay, so there was a lot to unpack. There was a lot to get through. And as usual, I've seen both sides, both ends of the spectrum. I understand Brat. I understand Judy. On Judy's end, I really deeply understand her coming from a wife, coming from somebody who has come into somebody else's life and has absorbed everything about them, whether it's family, whether it's finances. It's because I chose to do that. I had that choice. I was given that choice. Judy is only asking for that same opportunity, for that same choice to happen. But on the other end, Brat is like, look, I'm not trying to crash your world. I'm not trying to crash our world. I don't want to end your company. So look, let's wait because I don't want our stuff tied together and I don't want these people coming after you. But Judy's like, you know what? I'm going to risk it all. So either way, you know, I feel what you're saying on both ends. You know, it's just, y'all have to find some kind of way to meet in the middle. Whew. Okay, so we got through episode 6. I'll see y'all next week. 2 more episodes to go.